All right, let's worship the man, Councillor Tom Buckley. The mayor's come and go. We have.
Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to full council tonight, the Tuesday the 11th of November, with some participants from the public. If the fire alarm goes off, we leave through that door, go at the back and down, and we go to up there. The fire alarm won't go off. Okay, agenda item number 1, apologies for absence.
We have apologies from Councillors Hinton, Lambert, Miller and Romans.
We do, yes. We don't have anything actually on the agenda for this, but Liz Hodgkin passed away 2-3 weeks ago. We said we want to do just a minute silence. And from my perspective, I met Liz when I was canvassing with you, Stefan and Kelly, and I live in Andrew and Becca's house, which they rented to us. And over the last 18 months, we've seen Richard and Andrew and Liz pass. And I think we just need to just have a minute's silence if everybody's okay with that. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, glad you know that. Agenda item number 2, declarations of interest. See none. Agenda item number 3, public participation. If you would like to stand up, state your name, and tell us what you want to say.
I think most people around the table know me. My name's Pam Phillips. And the reason that I have abandoned Rockwine tonight and come out in this horrible weather is because last year the council organised the turning on of the lights on the Christmas tree. And it was the most frightening crowd experience I have ever been in. And again, I've been to plenty of football matches and rugby matches. And I am hoping that I know the reason as to why it happened. So the crowd was coming through the gardener's place, the alleyway, I call it. And whoever decided on where they put the gazebos, as you came out of the alleyway, right to your right were 2 gazebos, and they were selling stuff later. And then to the other side, a couple of paces down, you put a stage. So what was happening, people were coming through the alleyway. There was nobody to actually direct them. And of course, they had this 7 o'clock time that the lights were going to go on. And people were pushing and pushing. And when you got to the end of the alleyway, you didn't have the option of stepping this way or stepping that way. You were just literally herded along by the crowd. I was with with my daughter, who had a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. The 5-year-old was young enough and small enough to go on his father's shoulders. The 7-year-old just sobbed. As you can imagine, I'm challenged in the height direction, and it was really, really frightening. And I think, as I say, I don't understand why you put a stage there, where in fact very few people could see anything, when you've got the natural stage of the front of the town hall, you've got the steps, you've got a space in front, and because there's no traffic, you've got a huge space around.
Yep.
And you know, as I say, I came tonight because if anything happened this year, I would not forgive myself. So I hope that you will look at where the gazebos go so that there is space, and maybe even get people regulating the people coming through.
Great, thank you.
I think, yes, I think we all realised that last year. I think it didn't help. The weather was relatively mild, and that also we had a very big name turning on the lights. I think it was an unprecedented number of people. But yes, we completely agreed the stage was in the wrong place, and it's already been agreed that that's moving to in front of Town Hall, and the positioning of stalls is also being revised to around those particular pinch points around the crossroads with Bell Street and Gardner Place News as well. So yes, we've taken all that on board. And yeah, we do realise it was far too busy. It's very difficult to control how many people come into the town centre, but we will be doing everything that we can to ease that congestion. And speaking with the police, fire service, people like that, and other emergency services and stakeholders to see what we can do to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Two things. Yeah, I totally agree that I think we used to have a stage at the front of the town hall many years ago when we had certain events on.
Yep.
But yeah, but having more marshals out on key points where we know there's a problem, so we can sort the problem out before it escalates. The other thing is I think we should, as a council, get behind the fire service with their.
We will come on to that in a bit.
On that, oh, you're going to come on to
I
it.
think we've got somebody in the fire service who's going to.
But I'm just saying we should get behind it because
Yeah.
I mean we've got more and more cars, more and more houses, and we don't need less fire services. We need more.
So, is it related to what Lou was saying?
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your concerns. I was in a wheelchair during the Christmas lights and I felt very unsafe, so I would like to just hope and say that, you know, for making it from a wheelchair accessible, as well as other people who are pushing their prams, so people who are not at walking height but at a lower height, it would be really good to make sure that it is as accessible and as accessible friendly as possible. Thank you.
So, can you go to the next yourself?
Hi, some of you met over the weekend. My name is Paul Robinson. I'm one of the on-call firefighters for Henley Fire Station. Obviously, I'm here today to petition for very stringent support for the saving of the Henley Fire Station. as one of the many proposals that was put forward in the recent report. What's concerning us mostly in this report is we found that a lot of the facts and figures that have been stated are factually incorrect. They put Henley in a very poor light, and so I want to come here and just correct some of those so you're aware of these. I know an invitation was extended a few weeks ago to you guys to come visit. The invitation is still there. Unfortunately, the day you were invited was the day you were told that the axe could be falling on us. Now, I want to go through some of the things. As you know, Henley Station is an on-call station. There's very few full-time firefighters. Most of us are all part-time. We work evenings, we're on call in the evenings, we're all local residents. We have to be at the station when the call goes out within 5 minutes. So the fire truck goes out within 5 minutes, and there's a mix of specialties that needs to be on that truck for the truck to move. So when we saw the number that we were only available 9% of the time, we were a bit stunned by this. Our own data shows